Hey, what's up? It's Mike Lou. I'm with Mike Yancich, Devin, and Greg, and we have officially completed the second story renovation. Mike was the project manager, obviously with the homeowners. So first off, thank you guys for going with us, and great job building everything. I would say this was a home run project just with the finish and everything. And so just wanted to get together with you guys, and first off, what do you guys think about your whole new space?
Personally, I love it. A lot of it turned out even better than I expected it to. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. So.
Yeah, I think the kitchen is like absolutely gorgeous. I think it's Greg's probably, I know it is his favorite place in the house. He's mentioned that a number of times.
Might be my favorite place in the world
at
this point. So it's all new and exciting. I just love it.
That's great.
And then I actually love although we don't have furniture in there yet, I love the dining room. I love the way that turned out.
Yeah, this whole first floor space really turned out. When I said that it turned out better than expected, that's what I'm speaking of, with the openness of the living room and kitchen into the dining room with the sight of the wallpaper there. The pantry is spectacular. It's a great space. So.
Yeah, it's great. And the other thing is, just so everybody's aware of too, this was not only the main level, because we're focused on that too, but we tore off the entire second floor and
tore off the roof and built a second floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how is that, since you guys have moved in, how's that functioning and working for the whole family?
Yeah, I think it's been great. It's definitely, we have 3 girls, so like giving them their own space has been really key. They've been loving having their own space. Our bedroom is amazing. I love our closet. That's maybe one of my favorite places. So yeah, I think it's been great.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we purchased this house. It was a 3-bedroom, and we have 3 girls. So it was with the idea that we were going to add at least another bedroom. And just having purchased the house and done the addition, this house is the first place that we've lived that has everything that we need. So it's really great, and I think we've settled in nicely since we've been back.
Yeah, it's a place to call home.
Yeah, so the one thing that I wanted to point out is whenever you guys purchased the home, there was actually a set of plans that came with the house.
Yeah.
Which, very lucky for you guys. You know, and it's just kind of exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah, so we were able to work with Jody from Lab 8, and yes, they had the majority of the plans already completed. We made a few small changes to, I think, fit what we had wanted for our family, but it was great to have that like as a starting place because the majority of that planning was already done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a nice head start, so it was great.
Yes. And I know you brought up a couple times, so easy to work with them.
Yeah, Jody was fantastic. I mean, I know you guys can attest to that as well. But Jody with Lab 8 Architects, anytime we had a question or if there was any sort of ambiguity, which there wasn't a lot on the print, Jody was very, very quick to answer the phone and answer any sort of question. Now, that's the kind of stuff that we kind of keep the homeowners away from whenever we're building. We don't want to bother them with, hey, what's this dimension? So but anytime we had any sort of question, Jody was right on the, Johnny on the spot with it, getting back to us and making sure that we had all the information we needed to succeed with whatever phase of construction we were in.
That's right. And end result, this is what you end up with. So it was good. I thought just from, obviously I was in the pre-sale side and I do want to hear like the experience. We could talk about working with Mike too, but I just felt like we worked as a very good team, homeowners, builders, architects, subcontractors, and then everybody won. Like that's kind of the vibe that I got. But
yeah, I think what was unique for us too, not only that we had the plans pretty much already, completed when we bought the house, but then we didn't start that construction right away. And when we met with you, wanted to time it so that the majority of the construction was when the kids were not in school. So there was a lot of time lead up that there was pre-planning, which I felt was really helpful. stuff that even I forgot about. Like I know we'd already planned the windows and the doors and even to the door knobs. And sometimes Mike would have to remind me like, no, we talked about this already, remember? I'm like, oh yeah, because there's so many decisions you have to make that it was hard to keep track of like what we've already decided on. And you guys were very helpful like with that pre-planning and helping make a lot of those decisions beforehand. So we had a lot of that stuff done. And then the weekly communication, I mean, it was more than weekly, but the weekly emails that we got was really helpful to say, this is what we've done, this is what we're planning this week. Mike was super accessible, text, phone call, anytime there was a finding or a new issue, because this is an old home, he got us on the phone right away, explained the issue, explained how to fix it, or came up with a couple options of how to fix it, and I thought that was really helpful.
Yeah. How's the experience building this? It's a pretty complex one.
Yeah, this was unique. I've built several hundred houses, new construction, of course, throughout the Pittsburgh area. But I think this was a first for me. It was a first for our company. A second story addition. A roof tear off, as they call it. So it was a learning experience for me. I tried to exude confidence throughout the process, and we worked as a team. Our executive advisor Ryan Brogdon, he was around for a lot of it. The sales team was around for a lot of it, and then just consulting with our production manager, other project managers that work with us at L&L, we were able to make this a great success. And then, it's one of those things where L&L can kind of put a feather in their cap and just say, hey, look at this. We made this happen. Now, with any project, you have to have a good architect. We already talked about Jody, but also having homeowners that are very communicative. And whenever you reach out to them with any questions or any findings, they're getting right back to you. And Devin has a very, very busy job. Yes. Greg is always busy throughout the day. So I really appreciate them taking the time to get back to me whenever I had a question, and ultimately making this project a huge success.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought the communication was great. There were some hiccups along the way, which you're going to have on any project like this, but I think overall, if something needed attention, if we needed to get a hold of somebody, we were able to get a hold of somebody. They got right back to us. If they needed to get a hold of us, I felt like the communication was good there as well. And if there was an issue with something, it got worked out pretty efficiently. Mm-hmm. So I was happy overall with.
And I think the ability to change plans was, I think from the construction side was like handled really well, because I think as homeowners, no matter how much you pre-plan to have something done a certain way, when you get into that space or when you're finishing that space, you may have different ideas. And I think that came up a number of times where I would see something and say, oh, I kind of want to do this instead or do that instead. And you guys were very helpful to say like, yep, we can do that. How do you want us to do it? And there was never a time where it was like, well, we didn't plan for this. This wasn't in the plan. We're not going to do this.
Right.
So there was, I think the communication was really
awesome.
Key.
I was going to ask you what your favorite room in the house is, but I think you guys both answered.
I know
we got the walk-in closet and we got the kitchen. What's yours?
Mine's the pantry.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird room to like, but we were able to salvage the door that you guys had on your other pantry. Mm-hmm. And Greg, I think you told me that people were after that door.
Yeah, the previous owner had contacted me and asked if they could have the door, and I said, no, we're keeping that.
He said, no, we're keeping it. But we were able to retrofit that into the new pantry, and we had butcher block shelving that was built. That was built by our guys at L&L. Nice. Matt Hartman and Paul Ringloff built that for us, or built that for you guys. But I love how the space turned out there with the pantry. It's pretty great.
It is awesome.
Yeah. I can tell you the favorite thing that my kids like is the microwave.
Yeah.
Because they think the drawer microwave is the coolest thing ever. And when people come over, that is the first thing they show them. How to open and close the drawer microwave. Yeah.
Little things in life.
Yes.
Yep. I would say I'm with you, Greg. The kitchen, this open floor concept, the range. You know, we talked about this early on. You have to see the range. It's amazing. But I just want to say again, thank you guys for going with us and putting your trust in us. It sounds like you guys are very happy too, but very happy, just not even just what the final product is, but the whole time just working as a team, and the end result, when we all work together, this is what happened. So I thought we did a fantastic job. Here's my final question. Would you recommend L&L to other people?
Yeah.
Yes, and I know I've already reached out to you about a friend of mine who's interested. Yeah. So Greg actually posted on social media the outside before and after of our house, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, and we got like so many great comments and feedback on it. And so one of my friends saw that on some of the social media posts and texted me and said, "Hey, who did you work with?"
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I will tell you guys, I can't tell you how many neighbors, whenever we were building this, they're like, "Can we go inside?" And I said, "No." No, they're like, "It's okay. We know Devin and Greg." I was like, "Yeah, but I don't know you." And
Exactly.
I was like, "Yeah, well, you have to reach out to them.
Yeah.
And then they'll let me know if you're allowed to come inside."
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, feel free to. I'm sure that you've probably showed your neighbors the space at this point, and so they're no longer just kind of eagerly waiting to get in here and take a look around.
So go to L&L Studios and watch the videos.
That's right.
But I would say it always comes back to our tagline as a company. We hope you and your family can live beautifully, because that's what it's all about. And it sounds like when you're saying earlier, Greg, you finally have everything you want and need in a home. You can now just live your life, and there's nothing else you have to do. So anyways, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Thank you.